Hello, YouTube. Yeah, it's been fucking ages, isn't it? Bit bored, so I thought I'd do this. You know what? Let's just do this, shall we? The video speaks for itself. Take it away, BuzzFeed.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump? Right off the bat, there how does it feel to be the same sex as Rose West? I mean, it's just what a fucking stupid question. I'm not even a Trump supporter, so that doesn't mean to say I was a Hillary supporter either. I think they were both horrible choices. I'm glad I'm glad it wasn't put upon me to make that fucking decision. But we're not going to get into that because it's, you know, this is about questions you have for men.
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
What? I like rom-coms. Not all of them. Some of them are fucking shit. But, okay, one example, Love Actually, right? Fucking brilliant. So, yeah, questions you have for men. I'm not a man, obviously. I must be a little boy or something.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
when y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours?
Don't talk about men in movies. I watch a film, if I enjoy it, regardless of who was in it or what gender they were, I'll say it was fucking great. And yeah, I don't sit around talking about boobs with other blokes. I'll talk to myself about boobs if I feel the need to. But yeah, I guess it just goes to show, it says a lot about the kind of blokes you hang around with, doesn't it?
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
I've never claimed that men are funnier than women. There happens to be a lot more male stand-up comics. It's just how it is, you know. It's not my fault, is it?
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
What? We don't. In fact, from my experience, it's more the other way. But that's because I've had in the past I've had a terrible choice in women. It's my bad. It's not something I'm gonna throw against the whole of womankind, though, is it? You fucking idiot.
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
Good. Fuck off then.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged? When men do it, they're congratulated.
Oh, God, I've talked about this before. Again, it's about who are you hanging around with, who's saying stuff like that. What people want to do with their sexual life is completely up to them, and it should be none of your fucking business or my business. Alright, it's up to the person.
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
Again, maybe the guy who said that was an arsehole.
In what world does no mean yes?
No means no.
No means no. What's your point?
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Never said that. Women make great psychopaths. There are some women who are completely devoid of emotion, so... And I've never said it, so... whatever. I mean, God, you guys are so full of shit.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
If I'm nice to you, you'll have sex with me. It makes no sense. It's just called being a decent person.
Why would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
I sent a dick pic once. Not to a woman, though. It was to, what's his name? Tommy Robinson. He didn't reply or anything, or send it. He probably just kept it. Naughty little sausage.
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
No, just no. Oh, God almighty.
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
I don't generally sit in meetings with women, and yes, I agree. It would be rude to interrupt you whilst you were talking. Again, what's your point? So you've come across men that do that. Clearly we all do.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Right, okay. Simple biology lesson then. We don't sit with our legs wide apart. We do tend to sit with our legs further apart than women do. And the reason for this generally is because we've got things that hang out down there, cock and balls. Now, I'm not asking you to know what it's like to have your balls and dick clenched like that, or, you know, given being bereft of room. It's not very comfortable, mate. It's not very comfortable. And I'm all for women not wearing bras and letting them all dangle around or whatever, but a lot of women tend to wear bras and keep their boobs, you know, contained because that makes them feel more comfortable in themselves. Alright? This... what's it called? Manspreading? God, just shut the fuck up.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex?
Who's called them the weaker sex? In fact, well, when I was growing up, some people would refer to women as the fairer sex. Now, I don't know what do they mean by fairer exactly? Maybe they are just fairer than men. So it's a compliment if anything.
Even though we literally birth you, like watermelons, through like this.
Yeah, so whoever said that you were weaker than us is clearly full of shit. If I had to pass a watermelon through my cock, or bleed out of it every month, I would fucking kill myself, alright? So, just shut up.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
Yeah, and maybe if you said that to some geezer 80 years ago or whatever, they'd probably say, because it's not manly. But society has moved on since then. Plenty of us blokes show our emotions. We do tend to keep them more bottled up than ladies do. That's fine, but that's to do with our genetic makeup and the way that we're built, you know, and told to cope with things. It's not only just, it's not only written in our DNA. It's societal, you know, stuff. But now society's changed. We find it a lot easier to express ourselves, like I'm doing now. I'm expressing my emotion to you lot because you're a bunch of water-headed fucking bags of shit who don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you're generalising, and this is what you say to us, this is what you say to men all the time, that we generalise you. What the fuck are you doing here? I mean, this is just, this is horseshit of the highest order.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
I don't need to prove my masculinity to you, you know? I'm not proud of my masculinity, I'm just a man, I just happen to be a bloke who's got a willy and some bollocks. I'm a human being. But you lot, we're less than human, aren't we?
Why the f isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Since you started to apply genders to words. I didn't. When did words get genders? Huh? What the fuck are you talking about?
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
I don't doubt them. But I also believe in a legal process by which, you know, it's all a horrible fucking thing. But I equally despise a woman that accuses a man of raping her when he actually hasn't. And it has happened. I'm not saying it does happen all the time. And there have been cases of that, you know. But no, I never assume, or I never doubt anything like that.
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Well, why do I assume a woman's on her period if she's angry?
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
Go ahead, I don't give a shit.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Can you show me these old white men?
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Because, like you women, we like to explore our sexuality. We're not obsessed with lesbians. Some men find it quite uncomfortable to be around lesbians because they're a bit like that, okay? I'm not obsessed with lesbians. I've watched lots of lesbian porn, it's fantastic. But I'm not obsessed with them.
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
It fucking hurts. How does it feel to get kicked in the cunt?
Do you ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
I couldn't even be manly all the time, even if I tried. The manliest I get is pouring myself some fucking cereal in the morning.
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
I'm not afraid of gender equality. I'm an advocate for gender equality.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal $1?
I'm pretty sure you lot are getting paid more than I do to make this piece of shit video. So shove that up your fucking ass.
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you?
I'm not intimidated. If I happen to be going out with that bird, who's making more money than I am, then it's fantastic. Even more, she can pay for more shit than I can. It's great, because if we get on, she won't mind forking out for me sometimes. Works brilliantly.
That's awesome. More money.
Yeah.
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
I don't. I love a woman that is opinionated. I do. As long as their opinions aren't all complete fucking horseshit, like these opinions here. It's one thing to be opinionated, but it's another to be a complete cunt about it.
When opinionated men are seen as bosses.
Well, because men who happen to be bosses tend to be opinionated. It's one of the characteristics that a lot of these high-powered businessmen and women have, is that they are opinionated. And I don't see them any more or any less depending on their gender. If they're a cunt of a boss, they're a cunt of a boss. If they're an opinionated boss, they're an opinionated boss. You know, oh god, it's like talking to a bunch of fucking 3-year-olds.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Maybe because the joke was funny. So when you women make jokes about men that a man might find offensive, I generally don't find any. Hardly do find any jokes offensive. I've got a very broad sense of humour. Yeah, the same could apply to you.
Why are you so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
Well, I'd like you lot to recognise your privilege. Living in a first world country, probably being paid through the nose, to make fucking hideous, false representations of an entire group of people. I think you should check your fucking privilege.